Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today we are going to talk about Gulfport, Mississippi, and an incredibly familiar story. One that we've heard over and over again. But this time there's a lot of questions. And the questions exist because people seem to not want them answered. So, in this case, you have competing storylines. What we have is a 15-year-old kid on the ground after a police shooting. It seems like all of the eyewitnesses can agree on one thing. That kid didn't have anything in his hands. They seem to all agree on that fact, as long as they're not a cop. The cops say he did have something in his hand. Cops are saying he had a weapon. If you go back through the dozens of videos that I have done on topics like this, you're going to find an incredibly common theme. They all have footage. They all have video. The reason for that is that there's two things I don't trust. One is eyewitness reports, because generally speaking, they're pretty unreliable. The other is police reports, partially because we write the report, we know what that means, and partially because all a police report is an eyewitness report being prepared by somebody who consciously or subconsciously is trying to justify their actions. I don't trust either one of these things. I would trust the footage from a 10-year-old system from the gas station across the street, even if it happened in the rain at night. It's more reliable. But there's no footage in this case. That's public. That's public. There should be body cam footage, dash cam footage, footage from the store. And that footage would tell us what happened to Jaheim McMillan. But for some reason, the officials don't want to release it. Now, there are a number of reasons why a department wouldn't want to release footage. A lot of them are because the department did something wrong. There are a few situations in which the department didn't do anything wrong, but they still don't want to publicly release the footage. And that may be at play here. Here's the thing. My understanding is that the family has retained Crump as their lawyer. You have demonstrations going on right now. And right now, these demonstrations are asking for the footage. That seems like a super reasonable request to me when you have a 15-year-old laying on the pavement. It seems like the community should be able to ask for that. But if this is one of those situations where the department didn't do anything wrong, but you don't want to release it, why not call Crump in? Let him see it. He can tell the mom. He can tell public. I mean, he's gonna see it. Crump's not exactly known as a man who's gonna let something like this go. And if you do that, if the department did that, they have a chance to defuse all this. You have a politically charged environment, you have demonstrations, and you have a 15-year-old that was on the pavement. If the department is in the right, and there's footage confirming it, which is why body cameras exist, they're there to provide video evidence that the officer did the justified thing. If that video exists and the department doesn't disclose it, and these demonstrations spin out of control, it is 100% the fault of the department. You have the opportunity to defuse this now. It seems like the smart move. You're not going to be able to hide this forever. A 15-year-old kid, and you got half a neighborhood standing there saying they saw it and he didn't have anything in his hands. Footage exists. If you hide it, the only thing the public can assume is that you're hiding it for one of the reasons that includes the department doing something wrong. It's the only logical thing to assume. You have an incredibly well-known and well-respected attorney that you can call and let him view that footage. You have the opportunity to put the community at ease. And if it is one of the reasons where the department didn't do what they were supposed to, it's probably better if the public finds out sooner rather than later. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.